today. From Seattle, Washington.
Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. Smith going to look to throw right away. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Off of play action, here's Smith. They'll roll him out right. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. First carry here for Ken Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Throwing is Smith. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
This is Brown, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll throw with May. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. – ' yards on the return following a punt of 41. And they will take over 1st and 10. Smith sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Now Geno. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Throwing again is Smith. Flush to his right. He finds Smith and Jigba. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And Gibson decides. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson. 72 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith rolling to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Smith now to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll give it up to the big man Walker, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the red zone now, Smith. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. From the gun, it's Walker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll try again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. May. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the return will stop right around the 25. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And they can't bring him down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. New England's offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air, May. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with May. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now May to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Here's 3rd and 7. Here's May. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 36 yards. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing here is May. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Again on 2nd and 10, it's May. This one left side caught by Gibb. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Sly able to put this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The final shot here before break. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Smith. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Stevenson. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? To throw, it's May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Smith and Jigba with a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And quickly they get to the line. Now Gino on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 68 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Back to Walker on 1st down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. Now a play fake, and it's Smith sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf, 31 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. And now out come the Patriots. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down, here's May. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, Butte. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's May. through the middle of the field and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry, 34 yards. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Throwing now is Geno. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On the give, it's Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Play action. It's Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Now, that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Smith. Going right back to Fant. And now right out of the 2-minute break. We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gets this complete to Butte. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And they go play action with May. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now he'll escape to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jalen Polk from 10 yards out. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing now, Smith. Rolling to his right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll roll him out right. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Smith. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Geno now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to click.